877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
This bull market that is 10 years old, 10 plus years old, has always been missing the euphoric phase. It's been missing the melt-up phase. We might have had it, some would argue, January of 2018, but I don't think that was really it. I think the next 2 months of this summer rally could lead us into that melt-up phase.
Melt-up? If anything, we're going to be in a melt-down phase, not melt-up. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. The market continues to struggle. Look. Since 2009 to 2019, everything looks wonderful. The market went up 350%. Think of that. Let's say 30% a year. Each year for 10 years. But as I told you before, something's wrong. If the market's going up 30% each year for 10 years, that's about $16 trillion in value. Where'd that money go? Certainly didn't go to Main Street. Main Street's struggling. I mean, let's think about it. Credit card delinquencies at an all-time high. Auto payments, the delinquencies, all-time high. I mean, go on and on and on. Where'd all that money go? It went to a small group of people. And I always use the households. We have 69 million households. 1 million of those households occupied by 2,800 of them is the 1/100th of 1%. And the balance are the top 1%. That's where all the money goes. So think of it this way. Out of 69 million households, all the money goes to 1 million households. 68 million are not sharing in this. Now, when you go back and you look on a chart, you'll see from 2009 all the way up to around 2012, the economy or the stock market was just going straight up, and the economy wasn't even moving. The economy was dead. People lost $8 trillion in stock. Their homes, they lost another $9 trillion. So if you go from 2008 when the crash happened to 2012, the economy was really bad. So what did they do? They used quantitative easing. That's when they came in, printed money. First thing they did, they dropped interest rates big time. They printed $65 billion to $85 billion every month, the government. And they bought treasuries because nobody else was buying treasuries. China wasn't buying treasuries. Saudis weren't buying treasuries. Nobody was lending money to the United States government. And because of that, and because of the fact that they were artificially pushing up the stock market every day by dropping interest rates during this QE time, nobody was buying these bonds. So they went in and they started to buy the bonds themselves. $65 billion to $85 billion a day. That dropped the interest rates down. So the interest rates on the national debt, there was like 3.4%, which was costing about $300 billion a year. They dropped that down to about 1%. And that was a big savings. And also, remember, when the yields on the 10-year Treasury goes up, it kills people with student loans. It kills them. So they lowered those rates. But here's the big one. Housing, mortgages. Your 15-year mortgage, your 30-year mortgage, your fixed-rate mortgage is tied directly to the bond market, not the stock market, the bond market. And when nobody is buying stocks, nobody's buying bonds because they want stocks, especially when you artificially print money to go in and buy treasuries to drop yields, that means the short-term yield also drops. That means the rates on your car, the rates on your credit card, rates on you buy a new kitchen, all those rates drop. Remember, you got the long-term rate, which is the treasury. That affects your mortgages on your house. That affects your student loan. That affects the country's debt. We got huge debt, historic debt. We're paying a historic amount of interest every year on our debt. We have no money left to build our roads and fix bridges and build bridges. Notice we do not have that program. Our program, the promised biggest infrastructure program in history of this country, there's not any bridge being fixed out there. No roads are being fixed. There's no money because when they pay the interest on the national debt to One Hung Lo in China, there's no money left. So what is going on right now? We've had this big bull market rally, but didn't benefit anybody, just a small group of people. People can't even retire. You take 147 million who work out of the people who are 6 years away from retirement. Just 6 years from retirement. 72.3% of people 6 years away from retirement, been working 20, 30 years, do not have enough money to retire. They got to keep working. What does that mean? That means our young generation is still going to be living in a house with their parents. That's killing the housing market because if they're still living in a house, they're not going to get married. They're not going to have kids. They're not going to get the first home. And remember, the real estate business depends on the first home buyer. You may see on TV all these big fancy homes on these TV shows, but our economy is tied directly to real estate. Real estate, home ownership is the country. That's what keeps this country going. That's the biggest part of our economy is home ownership, and it's at a 50-year low. People can't even make enough money to put money aside to buy a house. Why? Because the rents have gone through the roof. Why? Because remember what Obama did, how he screwed everybody? He took all the homes that were foreclosed on, all the foreclosures, and he gave them all to Wall Street, to the hedge funds, to buy them 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents a dollar to go rent them. So what happened is, all these houses he took out of the market, those houses weren't for sale anymore. So the homes that were left for sale, that weren't foreclosed, they went to the roof. Nobody could afford them. So everybody ran to the housing rental market, and rent went through the roof. And there's the problem. People don't have enough money after health care, after their rent, to save money to put a down payment on a house, and housing grows our economy. So the only thing that's growing has been the stock market for the last 10 years. That's it. And it's been one big fraud. But you should have been in it for the last, you'd have made a fortune. But what did you do? You went and bought bonds. You listened to your stupid brokers, your stupid planners, and you were in your 401ks. Oh, you go, well, I'm going to do great with a 401k, Phil. I hear it all the time. I'm up big time in my 401k. You're never going to see that money. When the market crashes, it always goes down. And you're not allowed to mitigate any losses. It goes down by switching and shorting. You forget the 401k. You're never going to make any money with a 401k. Oh, you feel good now. But when every time the market has crashed, the dot-com crash, the housing crash, all the 401ks got hit first. Because you just have to stand back calling your broker. What should I do? Unbelievable. We're going to take a look at this health care. What is this new health care? How's it going to affect us? We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Earnings of companies are decelerating, but they're going to come out and tell you everything's fine. But for my members, I take care of them. Think about this. Since May 23rd, we've been buying gold, and we're up 69% in one gold stock, 84% in another gold stock, 91% in another one, and 90% in silver. My color-coded chart, making a decision to buy these when nobody wanted gold. Nobody wanted gold. That's when we got into gold based on our chart, our color-coded chart. It's really easy. You can't go wrong. We tell you exactly what to do with the stocks in our portfolio. And that's how we continue to build a gang and how we continue to help St. Jude. And it works. And this chart works. How can you go wrong?
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
We're speaking with Jared Douglas. He's a licensed mortgage loan originator, and his company's called Cash Call Mortgage. Let me give you his number, 949-535-9385, or you can go to cashcallmortgage.com. Jared, I want to thank you. The service you gave us was incredible. Why don't you explain a little bit when you say how you specialize in alternative products for self-employed applicants?
Yes, thank you, Phil. Thanks for having me on. So what we specialize in is alternative product for applicants who are self-employed. We have a product for applicants that are, have a lot of assets but no documentable income, and then we have another version for, real estate investors. So there's three versions of our alternative approach or alternative product that helps people with, outside-the-box scenarios get financing.
Again, let me give you his number, 949-535-9385, 949-535-9385, or you can go to cashcallmortgage.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market, go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Stock Corner is brought to you by CashCallMortgage.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, cashmortgage.com. If you need a mortgage, if you're a business owner, this company, Cash Call Mortgage, specializes with people who own small businesses who have a difficult time getting a mortgage, because when you own a small private business, the bankers, you go get a loan or a mortgage broker, they look at you like a deer in headlights because they don't understand your business. Even as they say, you have a good credit score, even an 800 credit score, you think you're going to just fly through because you have a small business and they don't have a clue. They sit there and keep asking for more paperwork, more paperwork, more paperwork. I mean, it's ridiculous. Well, this company, Cash Call Mortgage, identified the need. And it was founded in 2003, and they fit this niche. And boy, it works. And I can tell you for sure, because I used them. I mean, I was stunned. I didn't have a mortgage in a long time. I finally decided I'd go get a mortgage because the money's cheap. I'd rather put it in the stock market. And I thought, no problem. Boom. And my credit score is over 800. My wife's. You wouldn't believe what they put us through. It was incredible. So finally, we called Jared up, and you wouldn't believe, within a week, boom, it was over. They had it done. They understood. They understood small business. They know what to look at. They know what a balance sheet looks like. They get it. They get it when you loan money to your company. You know, you're not giving it to the company free. I mean, it's just unbelievable how stupid these loan officers are when it comes to owning a small business. So if you have a small business and you're looking for a home mortgage, check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, or go to cashcallmortgage.com. Cashcallmortgage.com, and tell them that Phil sent you, and you may get a break. Okay, so we're talking about the markets having a lot of difficulty. The market will probably end up going into a crash, but they're going to try to stop that. They're manipulating the market right now, or financial engineering the market, I should say, where they can drive up interest rates on the long-term treasury. That's called the long-term yield. They want to drive that up so that mortgages on homes start climbing. At the same time, rates on your credit card, on your car, on those things go down. That's called the short-term rate. So, but they know it's going to be too slow. They want to get the rate back to zero on the short-term rate. Like when we had QE, went back to zero. They could take all that free money and buy stocks, buy their stock back, and that drove the stock market up 30% a year. But the only problem is everybody else got screwed because the economy only grew 2.8% a year. But understand, these people who are talking about, these jibber-jabbers, our owners, the big shots who own everything, who control everything, who control these TV shows, financial TV shows, and the people on them, they're the cheerleaders. They're going to say every day how great the economy is. And they're going to say, look at the stock market. That tells you how great the economy is, when the stock market has nothing to do with the economy. The economy is the economy. And the market's the market. The economy is $19 trillion. The The stock market's $30 trillion. Cash. The economy is $6 trillion in cash. 19 trillion. So how can you say one is they're both in the same? It's stupid. They lie to you and try to convince you that the stock market is the economy and it reflects the economy. So now what they're going to do, they got to get back to zero rates. Kudlow and his team know to get the president reelected, they need to get interest back to zero because they need to drive this market one more time. And they're thinking they can drive it up another 300%. Not going to happen, but they think they're going to try it. So they already started the con job. They're already pushing up rates on the long-term side by cutting rates on the short-term side. So if you don't know what that means, just simply know this. Home mortgages, you better go out and start getting a home mortgage right now. If you think you're going to buy a home or you're going to refi, you better do it now because those mortgages are going to shoot straight up. And they're doing that on purpose, so within about 6-7 months, 8 months, when the home mortgages, housing has stopped totally, gone into a crisis, school loans, college loans going into a crisis, and Congress has to pay from $74 million a day in interest to $90 million a day in interest, and we have 3 crises on our hand. That's going to be the excuse to say, oh, hey, we better go to zero rates. We need to do QE like we did in 2008. From 2008 to 2012, we did 4 QEs. We stopped in 2012, so we got to do one now. Let's go now. That's what they're doing. It's not going to work. Now, the most important thing, as all this is going on, join my gang. We will guide you. Now, look, it doesn't matter to you. It shouldn't matter to you what I just explained. It shouldn't matter to you if they're playing this trick and they're going to try to move mortgage rates up, the long term, short term down, try to go to QE. We guide our gang through that. So whether the market's going up or down, we're going to be on the right side of it. I'll give you an example. Right now, our gold, we hit gold so well. Our dust, we're up 58%. AU, we're up 52%. GDX, 28%. I mean, our goals were to average 60%, and we started to buy gold back in May. So we're up an average 60% return. Then we have our other stocks. And all you have to do, if you join the gang today, is just, let's say you're going to decide to buy Intel or AT&T. You just follow the video.
Intel you can add to, and with our Intel, since we're adding to it, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have our stop in place. The next one is AT&T.
See, you get instructions. How can you beat that? You can't go wrong. $39.95 a month. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you're going to make money in the market, you got to make money when the market goes back down. When these stocks start dropping, that's the key to investing. You're never going to make money if all you're depending on is stocks going up. I'll give you an example. Schlumberger. This is one of our 5 stocks. And Schlumberger, we have a 20% return right now because my members, if you were my member, you would have been short. You would have been short. Every afternoon at 2 o'clock, you go to my site. It says Working Investor Group, and we tell you exactly what to do with that stock. And same of the other stocks. You don't have to know anything about the company. All you do is at 2 o'clock, you go and find out what we're doing. Nobody else does that.
For more information, go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
If you're like me, you don't have time to trade in the stock market, so why not invest in the market? The MV2 stock chart and philsgang.com continue to make me profits in the market. You see, the MV2 is specifically made for those who do not have time to invest, but they have income to invest in the market, and I spent very little to begin my investment journey. It's the easiest stock chart to read, and that's why I spend little time invested in reading the chart. The MV2 simply tells me when to get into a stock and, most importantly, when to get out. I invest in a stock and I don't worry about the investment because I subscribe to the Phil's Gang alerts and they tell me when to take my profits. Yes, it's that easy. Go to philsgang.com or call them 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Joining Phil's Gang was the best financial decision I have ever made.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Did a trip from the New England area down to Orlando with the family and caught Phil on the radio. And again, that was around 10 years ago. And I liked what he was saying, and I still do. It's amazing how he has a way of reading the markets, and of course he does because he's been in it for so long. Well, I've been a Phil's Gang member for around 10-year period. For this year, I'm up with the Phil's Gang group, their support and guidance, all the different programs they have, around 31%. Yeah.
31%. Now, I'm not saying every gang member is going to make 31%, but I can tell you this right now. Understand, you are missing out on a huge opportunity. You're not going to hear this from the jibber jabbers. when they start talking about cutting rates, and they start talking about QE, remember we had both of that. They already this week said they're going to start cutting rates. They're going to make a 0.5 point cut in July, probably next week. Then they said yesterday, or day before yesterday, the New York Fed chairman came out and says, you know what? It's not going to be fast enough. We got to get rates back to zero. We need another QE. We did 4 QEs from 2008 to 2012. We stopped. We need to start again. Move this free money. We need free money. We need this free money. No more interest. When you hear that kind of talk, the big money, the big professionals, the big institutions, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies, they move their money out of the dollar. They don't want to own any dollars, and they're buying gold. I anticipated that back in May. If you listen to any of these programs, CNBC, Fox, they're starting to tell you to buy gold now. I anticipated this happening back in May. So take GDX, mining stocks, back in May. Bought May 31st, GDX, $22.10, and we're up 28%. We bought another gold stock, AU, May 30th. We're up 52%. Now, remember, we take profits along the way, but we always stay in some stocks. If we have 1,000 shares or 500 shares or 200 shares, we take profits along the way. Then we put more money back in, take profits, more money, but we're always constantly in the stock. You got a great opportunity because just please remember what I'm saying. When they start talking rate cuts and they start talking especially another QE, that means the dollars, people, the big guys that own dollars are dumping dollars. And they're going to continue to dump dollars, and they're going to be buying gold. Why aren't you buying gold mining stocks? Join my gang tonight, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join it tonight. You get your $39.95, and then what you do, you get our portfolio. We call our working investor portfolio, the actual stocks my members are in. And one of the portfolios, which we have 6 stocks in, we've been in for over 3 years. And right now, each one of those stocks, Goldman Sachs, we're up 14%. Intel, we're up 10%. And AT&T, we're up 13%. Now, we got in Intel on June 17th. The return to date is 10%. We got to AT&T on March 29th. We're up 13%. But here's the key. When I tell you we're up, when the market collapses and starts going down, we'll switch our position and run them back down. So why don't you try it. Help yourself, and at the same time you help St. Jude. It works. It really does. Invest $39.95 in yourself, for heaven's sakes. Call now, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. I will make a difference in your financial life. I will. And if you, at the end of 30 days, for $39.95, $39.95. Just judge me on my performance. We're in a big change in this market. They're either going to do this QE and they're going to try to run it for another year or 2 years, which if they do, that's fine. We'll make a lot more money. If they don't and it will collapse, then we'll make money on the way down. You don't have that choice. Whoever's handling your money right now is not doing what we do. Give you an example. Let's say you're in AT&T and you're Intel. You decide to follow those 2 stocks in our member portfolio. You go every day at 2 o'clock. Our team, as soon as we're done at 11:30 in the morning, where we take everybody's questions. That's our class, the whole thing. We take all your questions. Then we start deciding what are we going to do with the portfolio. Add to it or not. Subtract, take profit, what are we going to do? So here's this morning, if you have, at 2 o'clock, we posted this video at 2 o'clock today on 2 stocks, our Intel and our AT&T, which is part of our member portfolio. Listen.
Intel you can add to, and with our Intel, since we're adding to it, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have our stop in place. The next one is AT&T. We're not doing anything with AT&T right now. We're still watching this one for a possible short.
So, beautiful. So put up, if you can follow me, if you have a mobile device, go and look at Intel. I got it up on my chart right now. And look at this. It's ready for a beautiful breakout. Money is flowing in, so we've got our members all set up. They're not going to be behind the curve. They're not going to be chasing it. It's not all going to go from $50 to $60, and then you get in. That's what mostly happens to you folks, because you don't have anybody guiding you or helping you, especially if you're in a 401k. But every day at 2 o'clock, you get your video. And if you still don't understand, when you're listening to the video and he's pointing to the chart, the color-coded chart, and if you still don't understand, you contact our support. There you go. You got a private instructor, your own coach. He'll tell you what to do. That's the way to do it. All right. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you follow us? Just follow us for that 30 days, especially gold. I'm telling you, gold is going to go through the roof. All right. So I want to talk a little bit today about a couple of things. I'm running out of time. I want to talk about the health care, because what they're trying to tell us is this new health care program they want, Medicare for all, they're a bunch of liars. It's the same Obamacare that's tweaked. And Obamacare was totally just a failure. So do you remember Jonathan Gruber? Remember who he was? Let me play the clip. Then you remember. He's the one who designed the program for Obama.
Lack of transparency is a huge political advantage. And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass.
So Jonathan Gruber is the one who put together Obamacare for Obama, and he said the only way we got it through, because Obama and myself and the team, we knew we could pass it because the American people are stupid. So this morning, he's being interviewed this morning by Maria Bartiromo.
The main accomplishment of the Affordable Care Act was banning insurance market discrimination against the sick. We need to maintain that while expanding affordability so more people can get into insurance. So in the first 3 years after Obamacare, before President Trump was elected, premiums went up on average 7% a year. They went up 0 the first 2 years and then 22% the third year.
He was trying to, first of all, he was trying to blame Trump. Trump had nothing to do with it. Obamacare, the premiums were an autopilot. By the time he got into office, he didn't do anything with it. The only thing he did is get rid of the mandate, which you had to get rid of that mandate. But for this guy to come out, and also when she asked him, but he went on and said, well, Obamacare only went up 7%. No, he cherry picked. He went to states that went up 7%, and he tells Mary Bartiromo about those states. But he doesn't tell you the average. He doesn't tell you some states are up 22%, some states are up 30%, some states are up 40%. Increases went up 40%. He doesn't discuss that. He only talks about, he cherry picks. But please remember, Obamacare is a problem. Now, Obama and Biden claimed we could choose our own doctor. Remember that? And keep our policy? You think that's going to change? Listen. Here's Obama and Biden.
You've got health insurance, you like your doctor, you like your plan, you can keep your doctor, you can keep your plan.
We'll be right back. Remember that? Well, wait till we get back and play what Biden's saying again.
Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women. Breast cancer is unacceptable. Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half. And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember what I'm telling you. Don't just put this in the back of your head so you remember this. I am telling you, while they're trying to reduce interest rates on the short term, what you pay on your credit card, what you pay on your automobile, okay, those sorts of things. While they're trying to reduce those, they're forcing the 10-year Treasury yield up, which will increase, though, the mortgage payments, which will increase your payments on a 15-year, your 30-year. You go get a 15 or 30-year, it's going to be much higher. Your college education payment is going to go higher. Matter of fact, my producer, it went from $60 a month to $275 a month. And also, they're going to be pushing up the interest that Congress has to pay on the national debt, which is now $75 every $75 a day. $75 a day, that's going to go up. Now, they're pushing those up on purpose while pushing the other ones down. The short term they're pushing down, the long term they're pushing up, so that we'll have a crisis in housing, have a crisis in student loans, we'll have a crisis in paying too much interest on the national debt that kills our economy. Economy doesn't grow. It's like putting an anchor on your neck. They're doing that on purpose so they can use an excuse to do QE5. To drop interest rates back to zero, which is not going to benefit Main Street. It's only going to benefit who? Wall Street, right? It always has. We've always been lied to. Now, the biggest problem for our economy is they're going to take Obamacare, these socialist communists who are trying to take over our country, and they're going to tweak it. It's still going to be Obamacare, but they're going to mask it and say it's Medicare. Now, they're so dishonest, these people. Medicare free, Medicare for all. No, it's going to be Obamacare. This morning, Jonathan Gruber, who said the only reason that Obama and I got this through because you people are stupid. You Americans are stupid. If it wasn't you being so stupid, we would have never passed this. They said if American people were smart, they would have never bought into Obamacare. So this morning he blames. He says, well, the premiums went up 7%, started to go up 7% as soon as Trump came into office. Wait a minute. It was on autopilot. The premiums were going up, okay? Not anything that Trump did. What happened was that if you take Obama and Biden, they made sure, okay, that they took care of their money bundlers, who were the CEOs of the largest companies. Okay, the 5 S&P 500 companies, a lot of those CEOs raised money for Obama and Biden to get them elected the first time and the second time. So they cut deals when they did the Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act, which nothing in it is affordable. They made sure they inserted loopholes for their money bundlers, these CEOs of these large companies, they could drive a truck through so they could avoid, by cutting hours back, reducing staff, where they just come underneath the guidelines, so they didn't get hurt. They could come under the guidelines. I forgot what one rule is. Like if you instead of having 50 people, if you had 48 people, you got under the rule. You didn't have to have the health care. They put a lot of people on part-time. All this stuff. That is what drove the premiums up. And he's trying to make it, well, ever since 2 years ago, since he became president, that's why premiums were. These people do nothing but lie. And the other thing they did, they forced all the insurance companies to cover more and more stuff because they knew they were in trouble. Obama and Biden knew they were in trouble. So they kept going back to the insurance companies. No, you got to cover this now. They said, well, that wasn't the plan. I don't care. You got to cover this, or we're going to do this to you. We want you to include taxes now. We want you to raise minimum requirements of coverage now. They said, well, that wasn't our deal. We can't afford that. Well, you better do it, or we're going to create more. We're going to create more rules. We'll hurt your companies. So they had to include taxes. That wasn't part of the deal. They had to raise the minimum requirements of coverage. That wasn't part of the original deal. They're forcing more coverage. They're forcing high-risk patients into pool plans. Yeah, Biden and Obama said, okay, insurance companies, we got to get these premiums down. You're going to now take patients and put them in pool plans. And we also want you to reduce different options. We got to get these premiums cut. And that's what blew up Obamacare, because everybody then just pulled out. So they made sure they took care of the money bundlers. And that's the reason why Obamacare didn't work. That is not going to change. The Obama administration, remember, always framed the Affordable Care Act with a price tag just under $1 trillion. Remember that? $900 billion over the first decade. Remember that nonsense? Well, we now hit the first decade. Now, guess what it cost us? $2 trillion. Not $900 billion, $2 trillion. And still 30 million are uninsured. It's just a con job. So now you got the worst people. You got the congressman. You got the witch squad. The witch squad. Listen to these kids.
A moral imperative that we fix it, and Medicare for all will do that.
Yeah, people are going to have to start paying their fair share in taxes.
Because we're going to go in there, we're going to impeach the mother. We have said this president is racist. I believe he is fascist.
Yeah, if that's what radical means, call me a radical.
These people are vicious. Remember they came in with the mandate when Obamacare was shared responsibility. What the hell is shared responsibility? That's socialism. capitalism, you don't share responsibility. You can be as successful as you want. If you want to be lazy, you can be lazy. It's up to you. Shared responsibility, that's communism. That's socialism. That's what these people, these kids, they're acting like they're in some high school club or something, these kids. Are you kidding me? Everybody's going to get health care. Now, that didn't work out so well, did it? When they charged single people $650, families $2,000. Thank God Trump got rid of that. Oh, they're going to bring that right back again, these communists, these socialists. Remember, this is a republic. I have freedom of choice. I can prove I have freedom of choice. These kids don't understand what freedom of choice is because they just got out of college and their professors are communists. I have freedom of choice. You're not going to charge me $650 if I decide not to be in your Obamacare or be the new Biden care. No way. I have a choice because this is a republic. I have freedom of choice. I can prove it. Let's go back and look at D-Day during World War II. 2,000 young men, paratroopers, 101st Airborne. Most of them were from the 101st Airborne. They're the same average age as these four radical nuts. But guess what? The difference is these kids, 24 years old. That's all they had in common was age. They decided to sacrifice for our freedom of choice. These 2,000 young men, these paratroopers, many from the famed 101st Airborne, love their country so much to assure our freedom of choice for every American. They jumped into Normandy on D-Day 75 years ago, even knowing before they got on the plane, they were told, look to the left, look to the right. Every five that jump out of the plane, only one of you are going to survive before you hit the ground. There's going to be 335,000 rounds of bullets coming at you the minute you jump out of that plane door. Only one of you is going to survive, 1 out of 5. And they said, let's go. Because they understood freedom. They understood freedom of choice. And you got these young punk kids that just got out of college, brainwashed by communist professors. They're going to take our freedom away? What are you, nuts? It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Look, just like the same thing with minimum wage. Well, how ridiculous that is. That's another thing. These socialists, they want to raise minimum wage. How that's going to hurt everybody. I'll talk about that on Monday. But right now, I'm concerned that most of you have no clue what's going on with this market. You have no clue to get rid of your dollars. You have no clue to get rid of the dollars. Start buying gold or mining stocks. Why don't you just do this? Join my gang for 1 month, $39.95. Help yourself. Help St. Jude. Just follow me for 1 month. And you've got to be in the metals. Because the dollar, you've got to get out of your dollars and buy silver or gold or mining stocks. Just join the gang for 1 month. See you on the charts. Have a great weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.